With the summer movie season now at an end, I want to reflect back on when the films opened in May. I've been thinking about the box office performance of the Bob's Burgers movie, because there's a question about whether it did the best it could. Looking at the movie purely from whether it made back its budget, the answer is that it ultimately lost money from its theatrical release. Even though Disney never revealed the official budget, Bob's Burgers creator Lauren Rashad said the movie cost $38 million to make. That admittedly surprises me, as the animation did not seem like that massive an upgrade from the television series. The movie also did not splurge on celebrity voices, as it stuck with the same actors from the show, so I expected the budget to be more along the lines of the Teen Titans Go movie, which only cost $10 million. The Bob's Burgers movie made $34 million worldwide, which was not enough for the film to turn a profit. However, I imagine plenty of people probably streamed the movie on Hulu and Disney+. I actually think this gross was the highest the movie could have hoped for. The show is certainly popular, with 12 seasons and counting, and the ratings are obviously good enough for 20th Century Fox to greenlight a theatrical movie. It has a loyal following, many of which were happy to see the Belchers on the big screen, but most viewers likely felt they could wait a short while for the movie to be made available on streaming. What I've noticed with animated movies based on television series is that the show has to be a legit cultural phenomenon for the big screen adventure to pull in sizable numbers at the box office. The most successful one to date has been the Simpsons movie, for obvious reasons. The Simpsons are among the most recognized animated characters in history, and the show is one of the most popular television series of the last 30 years. There's a reason Disney made The Simpsons a big selling point of their streaming service. Even if someone has never seen an episode of the show, they absolutely know of it. The release of the movie was a big deal in 2007 and wound up a major event for both humongous fans of the show and casual viewers, even if they had not tuned in for years. Rugrats was also a very successful series, and Nickelodeon's biggest brand of the 90s, which helped the first two movies score strong grosses. SpongeBob SquarePants is another one of the biggest animated shows of all time, which led to the first two films doing really well at the box office. A little lower down, but still an example of their popularity at the time, are Beavis and Butt-Head Do America and South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Beavis and Butt-Head immediately became familiar pop culture figures through both the MTV show and the debate around its content. They were beloved by 20-somethings, teenagers, and probably children too, and that was even enough for Beavis and Butt-Head Do America to get the record for the biggest opening weekend in December. It only held that record for a year, but still impressive. South Park was itself a late 90s phenomenon, of its risque humor leading to both viewers and controversy. Bigger, Longer, and Uncut performed well, but it likely had more viewers than the numbers indicated, as a lot of teenagers apparently bought tickets to see Wild Wild West and Tarzan and snuck into South Park instead. Bob's Burgers is well known and liked by many viewers, but I don't think it has the cultural impact of the shows I just mentioned. The box office performance of the Bob's Burgers movie wound up similar to the Wild Thornberrys movie, Recess School's Out, and Teen Titans Go to the Movies. All of those were, and still are, popular shows, but the movies did not appeal beyond the hardcore fanbase who were obviously going to see it in theaters. For anyone else, there probably was not a bigger incentive to pay for a movie ticket. They could wait for video, television airings, or streaming in the case of Bob's Burgers. So with all that in mind, I personally think the numbers were pretty respectable for the movie. And hey, it can at least remain content that it saw bigger domestic grosses than My Little Pony the movie, Doug's First Movie, Hey Arnold the movie, DuckTales the movie, and the Powerpuff Girls movie. The box office performance of Bob's Burgers does make me wonder how a Family Guy movie would do. I think if a movie had been released around 2008 to 2012, it would have been a big hit. However, nowadays it's more of a question mark. I can absolutely imagine Disney greenlighting a movie when Seth MacFarlane gets around to it, as he's mostly focused on the Orville and a few other projects right now. But once a Family Guy movie does hit the big screen, it'll be interesting to see how it performs. Thank you for watching.